Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the best way to find some of the best trading opportunities without getting too far into the weeds and minutia. So welcome back everyone. I am lead trainer with Stocks Trade Tim Bowen. Got an amazing channel. Definitely check out everything here. Today we're going to be talking about a little more of a fundamental idea, but if you're looking for those chart patterns, technical analysis, indicators, etc., be sure to subscribe to the channel. So we're going to be talking about sympathy plays today. And the reason we love sympathy plays is at the end of the day, it's just simple. And I'm a big fan of the KISS method, as they say, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I was a new trader just like you 17 years ago. And I think back about some of the stuff that I would focus on and the indicators and the things I was looking at. And at the end of the day, I would spend all this time just looking at the wrong stuff. It's like, looking at the forest for the trees, as they say. And the more simple you can get, the better you can capitalize on the opportunities, because the faster you can be. At the end of the day, if you're running 50 different scans and you're looking at all these financials and chart patterns, and while they're valid, you can't get to the point where you're looking at too much information because it slows you down, and quite frequently you miss opportunity out there. So the reason we love sympathy plays is they're very heavily based on hot sectors. You've probably heard me say it, you've probably heard Tim Sykes say it, you've probably heard every successful day trader say, focus on hot sectors. And the reason we say that is, think of like Tesla, okay? Obviously Tesla, greatest electric vehicle company ever in the history of mankind, maybe the most advanced technical company ever, just changing the world. I mean, you look back at what Tesla's done in the last few years, it's incredible. Now you think back before Tesla did the split, it was trading at like $1,200 a share. So this is a year or so ago. So pretty much no small trader wanted to trade Tesla. I mean, what do? You buy one share and it goes up 50 bucks and you make 50 bucks that day. I mean, it's just difficult. Or maybe you buy 2 shares of Tesla and it's a huge company. It only moves so much. So what we love to do when Tesla's in the news, which is almost every day, is we look for those low price sympathy plays, because now they're in the hot sector, in this instance, electric vehicles. And when the big boy, the leader, the head of the snake, as we like to say, starts going wild and starts running and everyone's freaking out, oh my gosh, Tesla's up 3%, which is, you'll see on CNBC, Tesla's up 4% today. You'll see these low price plays go up 40% or 400% or 1,000%, which happens. It's rare, but it happens. And because of that, there's also quite typically many of them. So it's like, even when Tesla kind of quiets down, if you're only trading that one stock, okay, now Tesla's not really doing anything today, I got no trades to make. What happens with the low price plays is one spikes up, then the next day another one, next day 2 or 3 of them, day after that 4 of them, day after that maybe 1 of them. It becomes like this swarm type thing, and it just creates the best trading opportunities. Because what happens is, and maybe you fell into this trap, never fall in this trap, people are like, oh, this stock, XYZ Motors is the next Tesla. MULN is a great example of this. If you've been on the channel, got a bunch of great videos actually about my buddy, trading MULN. For months and months and months, I have begged him to just ditch that stock. It's not the next Tesla. You go back to those videos, I think it's 80 or 90% lower. They did a reverse split, actually went 80, 90% lower after the split. I mean, it's just absolute destruction. But every day I get people saying, hey, is this the next Tesla? I'm like, no, trade the price action, recognize hot sectors. Sure, it was an EV maker, but the price action's down every single day. So if you have that mindset, and okay, that this is just a trade. This is a battery play, or this is a charger play, or maybe it's a low-priced EV play. And as long as the head of the snake is continuing to run, I can day trade these, maybe short-term swing these, and grow my trades. And this actually works in other sectors as well. Like if you think of like OTCs, okay, over-the-counter stocks, these are like the true penny stocks. You know that with OTCs, and they'll be all different sectors. Like what's interesting about the over-the-counter stocks, they could be completely different. Weed stock and automotive and biotechs, but they just warm up together. All of a sudden, there'll be one big OTC runner, and then you'll have 15 OTC runners over the next couple weeks in all different industries, but OTCs are a hot sector. The other ones out there are like reverse splits. It's actually been a while. I think we're due for a reverse split hot sector. Think back a couple years ago, basically every stock that did a reverse split would just be this epic runner. Day one, typically they'd calm down on day two, and then they'd be an amazing day three surge. Didn't matter what sector they were in, didn't matter what business they were in, they were just a reverse split. So these are all these intricacies that we talk about every single day to focus on the best trading opportunities. Now, some of that might be confusing to me. You might be sitting there and being like, well, he just said that this company isn't the next Tesla. Well, how can we trade it? Go back and look at some of these runners, thousands of percent over weeks, sometimes 100, 200, 300% in days. And if you know how to recognize these things, that's the trade you want to make. And if the whole idea of different businesses but being OTCs is confusing, or reverse splits, or dilution plays, or even bankruptcy plays. Again, it's been a while since we've had a bankruptcy run, but it's funny, every now and then you look back at Bed Bath & Beyond was one of them. There were a couple other bankruptcy plays that ran with that. They get that Q ticker on the end, and all of a sudden, when they're hot, they'll be huge runners. They'll be like a 5 cents and go to 15 cents on the day. All ends badly eventually, but if you know to recognize the Qs as a hot sector, you can trade those opportunities as well. A lot of minutia in this video. Kind of got into the weeds, even though I said I wasn't going to. But if it's confusing and you're trying to focus on these things every day. Listen, I love these YouTube videos. I think we have the best YouTube channel in the trading world. Be sure to subscribe. But at the end of the day, listen, this video is pre-recorded, okay? You could be watching this a week after I recorded it, or a month after, or maybe 3 years after. If you check out the link below to the Daily Income Trader System live trading webinars, they are exactly that, where we go over, hey, what's the hot sector today? Hey, what are the sympathy plays today? What's working out there right now? If we do that, if you're on those live webinars 6 times a day, 8 in the morning to 9 at night, even on weekends, and 100% free, you'll be ahead of the curve. Check those out and hope to see you on the Daily Income Trader System webinars.